So, hello everyone, and once again, it's like another week of working with Linux environments. So, right now, we are gonna be working on again Linux commands, and we're gonna be completing the oh my god, sorry, another assignment by our university professor from the operating systems. And in this tutorial, we're going to learn what we're going to be understanding the sudo command and managing users. I myself find out about this command recently. I used I used to use it, but mm, not that pretty often. Sometimes, like I used to ask like how to use from the ChatGPT and like that. So so now let's complete this step one. So step one is giving information about the sudo command. It's a command that allows a permitted uh, user to execute a command as a super user or another user. And right now, to complete the step one, we should use the sudo cat mm, some slash sign etc/sudoers. Let's do this and let's list. We could actually list the users by doing this command. So let's complete it. Sudo cat sudoers. I think it was like cat d, some misspelling. Gone. Sudoers. There were another thing, which is etc. Against etc. And if we run this command, it should basically show the list of users for our Ubuntu environment. So yeah, now we see like here we got the results. We basically get this kind of result as we sudo as root, and yeah, that kind of stuff. So we use the first command. We completed the first step. So that's it. The step one, understanding the sudo, is done. So the next one is adding a new user. So before adding a new user, let's see how many users we got. For that, I actually asked from the ChatGPT to apply for the listing the users. We will be using the cut this command for our Linux environment. Cut the column minus F1 and etc passwd etc passwd. I think I wrote all of them correct. I hope. Now let's run it. Now we got an error. I think we basically misspell it or wrote some. Let's copy it. I think our mistake is right here. Now, yeah, we got like here list of the users, all of them, and this one new student. I added this like based on the assignment. I don't really use it. I don't use it often, but when it comes to the disk user, I use it like a lot. So that's it. Like right now, I showed like list of the users. Now in the second step, we should be adding another user. For that, we'll be using, of course, sudo adduser command, and here we'll be typing the new username, not exactly new username text. We'll be adding there some kind of, for example, kitty or doggy or like whatever we want to name our new user. So sudo one more adduser kitty. I like this name, pretty easy and fun. And now we should give new password for our kitty. Let's run kitty04 and let's retype it. And we don't need full name, we don't need room number, we don't need work phone, we don't need home phone, and other we don't need. And we will on the last part write y as the sign of saying yes, agreeing to the. And that's it. Now, if we check, if we once more give the commands of listing the users, we should basically see another username kitty. As you can see in this one, it is among the users. So now, like you can see, the last user was like new student. Now it is not actually. Now it's kitty. So that means our step 2, adding a new user, also complete. So the third one is we should give privileges to our newly created user. Sudo name, this kind of thing. Sudo user modes ag. You should make sure to not misspell it. User modes ag sudo and name of our newly created username. Now that's it. I think we didn't make any spelling errors. Let's write it. Now that's it, also complete. Third step also complete. So the next one is first step is, let's imagine like we forgot our password kt04, and that means we should actually reset our password. For that, we'll be using sudo passwd, the name of our new user, and we will give that password for the new password doggy04 maybe. So sudo passwd kitty sudo passwd kitty, and after that we'll be required to write new password. So the new password is 04. New password is doggy 04. Now we are getting the message password updated successfully, and we try to sign in to that user with our newly reset password and new user is you kitty, and we will be asked the password doggy 04. Of course I will delete the user after using it. Yeah, we should run the commands as administrator. As administrator, we should use the sudo and command. That means like sudo touch, for example. Like you can see, like we are now signed in to kitty. Sudo, let's create some file. Kitty.txt file. Doggy 04. Now I guess we have successfully created some file inside our kitty user. .txt. Let's list them. We can find it there. Let's ls. Now he can see kitty.txt is exactly exists in our file, in our user. Now let's once more change the user to original one. I will not tell the password for my original username. So this one is complete. So for the root one, actually, if we are allowed, let's change it. Let's change password of just kitty. We will actually delete it anyway. 04. Let's what was that? Sudo passwd root. Sudo passwd root. And new password would be, let's write it like web dev 04. Web dev 04. And again, we got the password update successfully message. That means we successfully completed the resetting a forgotten password step 4. Completed it. So step 5 is just to remove a user. So let's see. For that we will use this command. Let's just change it to previous user. Now let's tell user remove home kitty. Let's do it. Now we are getting error codes saying like userdel is currently used by the process 9580. For avoiding that kind of error, I actually asked from the ChatGPT to use to actually stop the login and userdel -f username. We'll use that sudo user del. It's actually combined -f. What was that? What was the name? Kitty. It was. So currently used by process something something. Now let's actually check once more, like the type of users we got. If we again, we can anymore see here Feruzbek, new student. We don't have Kitty. We actually previously had it somewhere here, but we removed it. Here you can see we used to have that kind of user, but now we don't. We actually deleted it. We killed the kitty. Of course, I'm not that harmful. I meant, like, I'm not that harsh to animals. It's just a name, and I'm using that kind of names and that kind of things for fun. So, why am I like YouTube? So, we are actually done with what? Step 5. We actually completed step 5. Now we will move to step 6, which is managing user and group information. For that, we will basically write ID in front of our user. Let's find the ID of the Rosbeck. Here you can see UID is 1000, GID is 1000, groups equals 1000, something like that. And let's find one more ID, new student. It has got UID 1001, GID 1001, groups 1001, and that's it. With like six step managing user and group information, and that's it. So that's it with our assignment. We completed the assignment, and we learned how to use the sudo. We learned how to make some, create some users and how to give privileges to users. And also we already deleted the newly created user, and we reset the password for the new created video user. And yeah, that's what we did in today's assignment completion. And that's it with our session, I would say. Yeah. And everyone, bye, have a good day, and see you on the next series of Linux command.